Hello, students. You are welcome to our first topic on this course CRP 501, Weed Science and Control. And the topic is titled Weed Classification and Importance. During this presentation, we are going to look at the definition of weeds. We are equally going to look at the characteristics of weeds, and we are equally going to have a look at the importance of weeds to man and his environment. I am your facilitator for this course for this semester, Dr. Godwin A. and Hassan. Feel free to ask some questions and relax as I carry you along the slides. God bless you. This is a picture of weeds that are valuable within the tropical zone. They grow very wide, very prolific, and the nature of their survival is they can survive under any given environment. And so, weed, as I've told you during the introductory remark, very dangerous and it can cause a lot of damage to our environment and our crops, mostly our crops. And so for this reason, we have to devise ways of understanding the crop, understanding this plant called weeds, and then have a way of dealing with it. Let's look at the objectives for this topic number one. We are going to define weed. We are going to state the characteristics of weeds. We are going to equally explain the economic importance of weeds and know some of the benefits of weeds to man and the harmful effects. The weed there's a general way weeds are being defined, but the commonest definition of weed is that a weed is defined as plants growing where they are not supposed to grow, or unwanted plants growing where they are not supposed to grow, and they are not they're equally undesirable, and that means they have a lot of interference with our crops. They compete with our crops for water, for nutrients, and for space. Let's look at the characteristics of weeds. Weeds are prolific in seed production. Some of them can produce millions of seeds at a time in a season. They are very wide and they grow very fast. Seeds equally have a way of having some high level of dormancy that can make them to survive through all unfavorable conditions. And they are very spontaneous in growth. Once a small growth conditions are provided, they can grow very fast and they can disperse very widely, and they are equally adaptable to a very wide range of environment. They are equally primordial in reproduction, especially in Imperator cylindrica. They can produce through the seed, and then one can produce through other means like the rotons. Let's look at the economic importance of weeds. Weeds protect soil against erosion. They cover the soil and they protect the soil against erosion. Weeds, especially grasses, serve as food for animals and man. Easy Synodion dietolium is used for feed animals, and amaranthus is equally used for man. Weeds improve soil fertility. They are equally sources of medicinal, as some of the weeds are being used to treat some ailments. Weeds are equally used as a source of pesticides, and we equally use weeds as a part of our breeding program. Some white weeds are used for breeding. We equally serve as host to beneficial insects such as honeybee, and equally used in landscape and beautification purposes, especially Synodion dactylium and Peripheralium species. The aquatic weeds are equally used in paper, pulp, and fiber industry. Let's look at the classification of weeds. A classification based on life cycle. We have the annual weeds, e.g. tridax. We have biannual weeds, e.g. the Docus corata, that is white carrot, and Lunia species. We have the perennial weeds. Then we equally have to classify weeds based on our habitat. We have terrestrial weeds, e.g. ageratum. We have aquatic weeds, e.g. Pomia species. And we have equally plantation weeds, C. odorata. Let's look at the classification based on growth habitat. We have free living weeds, they grow on their own freely. We have parasitic weeds, Each the root parasite, the striker is a root parasite weed, and then we have the stem parasite, the mistletoes. These are examples of parasitic weeds. Let's look at the classification based on morphology, the growth habit, the appearance of the weed. We have narrow leaf weeds, e.g. Synodion dactylium. We have broad leaf weeds, for example, Mucuna species. So we can equally classify our weeds based on climate, uh, temperate weeds, those that these are weeds that grow well in temperate regions. We equally have the tropical weeds. These are weeds that grow well in tropical regions. Because climate determines the type of crop that are growing in a particular location. Temperate weeds are for temperate regions and tropical weeds are for tropical. Thank you. This is the end of our first topic for this series of topics for this course CRP 502 with science and control. God bless you.